news. And Leo, we're going to kick off this section with this. Terrible news in Saturday's Guardian. Looks like I've been taking loads of drugs and drinking for no good reason. Yeah, so drugs and alcohol do not make you more creative, according to research. Not you specifically, Andrew, just people in general. There's this idea, you know, because there's so many artists and writers like Hunter S. Thompson, Charles Bukowski, who take loads of drink and drugs, and people think that fuels their creativity.
Josh Howie.
But apparently not. Fuels creativity. But yeah, apparently what does make you better at art, more creative and stuff, is travel, meditation, training, and exposure to culture. But I've got to say, this says the professor that did the study says we hear about in the media is people who successfully enhance their creativity using drugs, but we don't hear about the examples where somebody took drugs and passed out, therefore their creativity was lower. So it does suggest that your creativity will be higher as long as you don't pass out. Sometimes, I mean, I agree with the article on generally, because I think if you can't really craft anything if you're drunk. You can't craft a sentence properly. And I've written stuff when I'm drunk, thought it was amazing, and then read it the next morning and binned it rather quickly. You know, I don't think it does.
Yeah, but this bit about falling asleep is totally wrong, because that's the best thing you can do for creativity.
Yes, that's true.
Taking a nap is everything gets solved.
Yes.
But also, I think it's the idea of what inspires you and stuff. Now, I've never actually taken drugs, but I imagine I'd be a lot more interesting if I had. But there is a guy here who, this artist, he created 50 self-portraits under different types of drugs. The influence, and one day was lighter fluid, and then the next, the next sentence it says he developed brain damage. That's what happened.
Yep, don't do drugs, kids, and you shouldn't be up watching this anyway. Right, The Sun now, and speaking of booze, now we can't drink at the bus stop. Leo. Yeah, so there's going to be major change to drinking laws, which means you'll be fined if you're caught boozing in certain public places, including bus stops and war memorials. Two of my favourite, as a Scotsman, two of my favourite places to drink. I think this might actually impinge on my rights to practice my cultural traditions. Yeah. This is appalling. So this is Rishi's crackdown on disorder. There's going to be more on-the-spot fines. He's going to make it quicker, harsher punishments. So but you already can't drink on the bus or the tube and that sort of thing. We can if nobody tells you off. The solution is a hip flask, you know? Old school gentleman. One of those little gin and tonic cans. Yeah.
Glad you've really thought this through.
Or do a Diane Abbott and just have, like, the brazen it out with the mojito, whatever that was.
Classy.
Yeah. No, I think a little tipple from time to time. There's actually not necessarily yobbish, is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not when it's you.
No, when
it's refined.
When I've got a sort of nice, decent Bordeaux.
I'd like to see you at a bus stop with your little hip flask. Hello, gentlemen.
Or a creme de menthe.
Sort of quoting scripture and whatnot. This is someone trying to win an election.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. This is but also, why are you just not doing this stuff already?
Well, this is the thing. Police don't seem to do this stuff until a politician comes along that needs to win an election and says, listen, why don't we try stopping crime and disorder? And then the police do it for a bit. But aren't there more priorities when it comes to crime and disorder than people just having a beer?
Well, no, but this is gateway stuff. And there's something here that is absolutely brilliant. People snared blighting high streets with litter, chewing gum and cigarette ends will be forced into modern-day chain gangs to tidy up communities. 100 billion%.
You think that should happen?
Absolutely.
Well, and crime science, like crime theory, shows that, well, it's not even theory, it's proven, broken windows theory. So if you tidy up an area and make it seem like somewhere that you can't commit crime, low-level crimes, you fix the broken windows, the graffiti and all the rest of it, people won't commit worse crimes. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they did in New York, where they had the zero-tolerance-y type thing.
It's what we did in London when I was a criminal intelligence analyst.
Yeah, well, it's what Tony Blair brought in, and now they're... Is it true?
Because I remember at Vauxhall tube station, they used to play classical music, and they thought that would stop criminals. Is that true? Well, except a Stradivarius was stolen the other day, so it attracts the wrong kind of... It's a very funny joke. Anyway, we're moving...